To a fabulous first semi-final between two titans of the world game. Gary Anderson beating the 16-time world champion Phil Taylor 11-9 in the end to reach tonight's Masters final. Fabulous entertainment. Gary averaged around 102 with Phil at 98 tonight. 7-180s for the Scotsman at 61% of the doubles. And Gary's talking to Dan Dawson now.
Well, we've not just got Gary Anderson, we've got Ty as well. Two Andersons, and what? You may just have knocked out the greatest player of all time from his final Masters.
Yeah, I mean, I'm playing Phil there, and he's not quite playing how I know he can play. You know, I say, come on, just get into this and get well in front. But I was making a mess of it, and then Phil would check out, and then he'd go rubbish score, 180, check out. You know, so it was hard, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You were put under pressure there, 7-5 down and then 9-7 down, but when you really needed it, you found those checkouts.
Yeah, they came good. Like I say, the scoring, I think the worst thing I'd done after this afternoon, I went to my bed for a few hours, woke up. It's a different day, you know, but no, we're good. The doubles went in, didn't they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they did, Ty. Into your first Masters final, MVG or Adrian Lewis, whichever way, you're probably going to have to play like you've done the first couple of rounds.
Will do. I mean, if myself or Phil play like the way we did in that game, it's not looking good, you know, but now we'll have an hour's break, kick a ball about for a bit and see what happens.
Long night for the pair of you ahead. Well done.
He's going to his bed. What does it mean he's going to my bed? Am I going to my bed?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There we go, it's decided.
Oh, Gary's little boy Ty there. He's going to be a superstar in the making. He's already been practicing, hasn't he?
Absolute star he is.
Oh, he's had cuddles off everybody tonight, hasn't he?
Yeah, everybody knows him now. He comes down all the darts in the back room and everything. He's just an absolute star.
Dimples and everything. Well, his dad did him proud tonight, didn't he? Absolutely fabulous game between two players we were very much looking forward to seeing. It doesn't always work out that way, of course, but they went toe-to-toe until a really crucial moment when Phil could have gone 10-7 up.
Yeah, he's missed a trick, Phil, here. You've got to say he's had some chances there to get over the line. He was 9-7 up, looking good. Two darts at double 16, and it's probably the first time in the latter part of the match he looked nervous there because it wasn't really on the wire. But Gary still had to take out the 97, so fair play to Gary, gets himself back into the match. It started off in a slow burn of the match, but built in momentum as it went on. We've had 4 big finishes, but that was definitely a pivotal moment for Phil. He's missed a big trick.
Yeah, so you put that turnaround down to nerves from Phil, which is
well, I wouldn't say
surprising
nerves.
given who he
just
is.
looked a nervy finish. Maybe he thought, well, if I get this one, I'm one leg away. Because lovely treble 20, 2 darts at double, wasn't really that close.
Gary was saying there in the interview that he went to bed for a few hours this afternoon. He woke up and wasn't too sure about tonight. Didn't quite feel in the mood that he had been previously. How can that affect you
Gary
on
never knows
finals
what day it is when you ask him that. Well, he obviously decided to do that. You know, he's got his family here. He's got through the game. That's the most important thing. And now he can get himself ready for the final. But maybe next time that situation arises, he might do something different.
Yeah, he says he's going to go and kick a ball around now. I mean, what do they tend to do now? Do they have different routines between the semis and the final?
Yeah, everybody's different. He'll probably just be in the back. He'll be messing about like he normally is, and Ty will be there, and then all of a sudden he'll realise what time it is. In his head it'll click, and then he'll get on the practice board ready for the final.
OK, well, Michael van Gerwen and Adrian Lewis lock horns in our second semi-final tonight. Adie looked pretty sharp against Robert Thornton, but he's going to need to be even sharper to stop Mighty Mike Yachty making yet another final. Both men have been talking to Dan Dawson.
Adrian, into the final session of the Masters. Excited?
I certainly am, yeah. I think, I keep enjoying myself like I have been doing. I think I've got a great chance.
We've seen in your opening couple of games that it all seems to be there. You've been getting better as the matches have gone on.
Yeah, I think I've got started a little bit quicker. I think I'm doing the business at the latter part of the match where I've got to start doing it at the beginning of the match and latter part.
Michael, final session, looking to retain your Masters title. Play like you have already, is that going to be enough to win it, do you think?
You never know what's going to happen later on in the tournament. This is going to be the second game for the day, and some people get tired or get a bit not concentrated as much as they did before, and you just need to try and do your best constantly, and you have to perform well against the boys who are still left in the tournament if I want to retain this title. And I feel good, and I think there's a lot more in the tank, but I need to show it later on, and that's the thing, what's the most important.
You know, a few years ago, before
Yeah.
you won your world titles, you were a sort of underdog compared to the likes of Phil.
Yeah, of course.
But then, having won those worlds, you're often a favourite going into games. Is it quite refreshing to think of yourself as a challenger now?
To be honest, regarding odds in that, I don't really care. I've always said, you know, if I'm playing well and I know I'm playing well, I'll go up there and do a good job. If I'm not, and you know, I know I'm not playing too well, I'll go up there and struggle.
What would it mean to you to kick off the year by winning the Masters title, one you've not won before?
Yeah, it's massive. You know, I lost in the final a couple of years ago to Phil. To be honest, I wasn't very well at all. I had flu as well and then got to the final, so that shocked me in itself. But it's, you know, it's the beginning of the year, and forget off a great start. This is the one to win.
The ability to conserve your energy and be able to produce at the right moments, is that something you've had to learn over the last few years as you picked up all these titles?
Yeah, of course, you need to learn how to perform well at the right moments. I think James is a fantastic guy who did it already for years, just did the right things at the right moment with his ability. He's not a huge scorer or anything, but he always did enough, and I just want to try to outscore and finish anyone who's in the tournament and who I'm going to play. But it's always easy to say, but you also have to do it on the main stage, and that's the difficult part. But I feel good and I feel fresh, and I'm up in another semi-final, and we're going to see what happens in a minute.
Well, Michael van Gerwen has been in every single final since he won here this time last year. Apart from the World Series finals, I wonder whether he can do it again. He leads the head-to-head against Adrian Lewis by 30 wins to 13. We'll find out who comes out on top with John McDonald.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Arena MK. We're about to find out who takes on Gary Anderson in the finals. We present our second semi-final of the Unibet Masters, brought to you by the Professional Darts Corporation, live on ITV4. And now, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to meet the players. From Stoke-on-Trent, England, a former European champion, the winner of the Auckland Darts Masters. He is the former two-time back-to-back champion of the world, Japan, Adrian. Ladies and gentlemen, from the Netherlands, it's time to meet the current world number one, the reigning and defending Unibet Masters champion. Ladies and gentlemen, the newly crowned two-time champion of the world, mighty Michael.
Stuart Pike, finals day